Glenfarclas 25, the Whiskey Exchange London edition, Oloroso Sherry, 50.5 ABV. So 25-year-old Glenfarclas. I'm really looking forward to this. This one was gifted to me by Mr. Joe McDermott. Must be a year ago. Is this going to be the 25-year-old I'm going to buy? Let's find out in a minute. Okay folks, welcome back to The Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are, another leg of the 25-year-old journey. Big thanks to Joe McDermott again. Thank you, Joe. I'm really embarrassed it's taken me so long to get to this one, my friend, but you can see what I've got behind me. I have masses and masses of samples, so sometimes they get a wee bit missed, they get a wee bit lost track of. But glad to say now is the time I'm going to get round to reviewing it, so I hope it's been worth the wait. So thank you very much, Joe. So yeah, Glenfarclas, I have reviewed the Glenfarclas 25 before. They say this is a special edition to commemorate the 20th anniversary, I believe, of the London Whiskey Exchange. It's bottled a wee bit higher strength at 50.5. I have reviewed the normal 25-year-old and that's bottled at 43%. So this is a little bit hotter. So we'll see how this compares. I will pop a link if you want to check out the normal 25-year-old Glenfarclas. So let's dive into it, guys. Let's nose it. Not going to mess around. I poured this again. It must be an hour ago. It's been covered up by my trusty Whiskey Friend coin. Yes, you can still support the channel by picking up some coins, guys. Got number 96 on this one. I will pop a link into the description, so if you want to get a hold of yourself some coins for you and your buddies, then just catch up with me in the comments. So yeah, the nose, wow, big sherry nose, which you would expect. Glenfarclas is famous for its sherry whiskies. So I have reviewed the pretty much the core range. I've done the 12, the 15, the 17, 21, 25. I even went up to the 30. So if you want to go back into the back catalogue, folks, and check out the Glenfarclases, then you'll see I have done a few of them. So I have been looking forward to this. So this nose is very floral. It's almost like a bouquet of flowers, maybe a flower basket. It has that kind of berries note, maybe raspberries, strawberries. It's got a kind of outdoor feel. Maybe if you're walking through an orchard, got some apples there, maybe those berries are there, raspberries, strawberries. It's got that kind of fresh outdoor feel. It's like a fresh countryside note if you're walking through the country, and it's quite floral. Real nice. It's grassy, bit of grassy character, but it also smells like it's got that kind of, it's been in that kind of dunnage styled warehouses. It's dry, a little bit earthy, real nice, but there's a real nice, it's a little bit sweet on the nose, but it's not too sweet. It's got that dry character. It's like a typical Glenfarclas nose. Not getting much hit from the 50.5 alcohol yet, so just a little bit about Glenfarclas, folks. It's up there, it's a Highland single malt up there in Speyside. It's been owned by the Grant family since 1865. Family owned, love it, fantastic. There's 6 stills at Glenfarclas and they're still gas fired. There's not many distilleries still do that. The warehousing is typical dunnage warehouses, and it's believed that they've got maybe 50,000 casks in there, and they've got whiskies dating back to every decade from the 50s. So it's a big deal at Glenfarclas. So yeah, let's dive into this whiskey. Those sweet berries are there, maybe some cherry now. I'm even picking up maybe some blackcurrant, you know, that kind of cough syrup, or Maybe some black currant, something like that. It's a bit syrupy, buttery, it's a bit creamy on the nose. But those dried fruits are there, those raisins, figs, typical dried fruit notes, dates. But it's also a little bit nutty in there as well, maybe a bit of walnut or maybe a bit of hazelnut. I just got a little whiff of the alcohol there as well, so it's like a coffee note there as well, maybe a coffee bean, some chocolate now as well. So there's a lot on the nose. It's spice, there's a little bit of spice there as well, definitely some cinnamon, definitely some nutmeg, and even some clove, but they're kind of dry spices. Real nice, but it's like it's going to be quite dry on the palate. But let's find out, folks. Slanch down the hatch even on that first sip. It's quite intense, it's quite spicy. It is a little bit dry on arrival, but it's mouth coating, it's full bodied. It is spicy. It's a little bit hot at 50.5. Okay, you would expect that after 25 years in barrels. But after that, once you get initially past that dry, spicy, hot arrival, it kind of settles down. Becomes really fruity. That beautiful, there's a real nice fruitcake note. Cherries, raisins, pastry, maybe a little bit of icing on top. So there's a real nice fruitcake note in there. That's followed up by a really nice salted caramel. So it's becoming sweet, sticky. It's full flavoured. Let me try another sip. It's fruity. Those raspberries, strawberries. See, it's gone a little bit buttery, a little bit pastry-like. It's even maybe like a sticky Danish pastry. We have a bun here in the UK, it's like a Danish pastry. Very similar to that. Raspberry, strawberry, those berries, bit of black currant maybe. Lots and lots of berries. Here comes the red apples. So some nice red apples coming, some orchard fruits. Some really nice citrus. Nice orangey tangerine note. So there's a lot going on in this, folks. Absolutely fantastic dram. Dried fruits, raisins, figs, dates. It's all going on. It's quite jammy with all those berries, strawberries, raspberries. It's quite jammy, it's quite sticky. It's quite jammy, but it's also with the orange and tangerine. It's a little bit marmaladey as well. So it's a real sticky, really nice, beautifully balanced between the spice came in quite hot originally, but the spice, as it goes through the palate and through the development, the spice kind of settles down. Then the fruits take over, the jamminess, the creaminess, the butteriness, the stickiness. Really nice. As you're going right into the development now, it becomes, that spice makes a wee bit of a comeback. Cinnamon, the clove. But then it's taking an earthy turn, so it's like maybe a coffee bean. That dryness is still there, so it's gone a bit drier. Coffee, maybe espresso coffee. Strong coffee note. That toffee, vanilla, treacle. So there's lots. It's a complex whiskey, folks. Really nice balance between it. The spices and the vanillas and the toffees, the fruit. Wonderful. It's even gone a little bit creamy and a little bit, maybe even a little bit treacle now. So it's wonderful stuff. This is a nice whiskey, Joe. Let's see how it is on the finish. It's always a good sign when I finish it. On the finish, it's a medium long finish. It's spicy throughout, right through this dram. It's spicy on the nose, spicy on the palate, spicy right through into the finish. So, but it comes in hot and it settles down, and it then becomes just a nice balance of spice right throughout this dram. The fruity elements are there. It's a little bit nutty and a little bit chocolatey on the finish. Maybe some chocolate nuts. A little bit spicy, the spices there. And now right on the end of the finish, maybe a touch of, tiny little touch of maybe leather and maybe tobacco leaf. So what would I score this one, folks? The tricky one. This for me is a solid 90 out of 100. Let me tell you how I've got there. It's fantastic whiskey. It's Glenfarclas. It's 25. It's 25 years old. It's a little bit higher ABV than normal. Say it's a limited edition, special packaging. It's, I say, it's really done, and I have checked today, so you can still purchase it today for 150. I know the normal 25 is one of the best value 25s out there. You can get that sometimes on offer. I think I have picked it up once at £99, so that is just unbelievable value. But I think its general retail price is anything from £120 to £130 on retail. So this is a little bit more, but I think you get that little bit extra value, and for all you collectors in there, there's a little limited edition in there as well. So yeah, solid 90 out of 100 in this one. Is it the one I'm going to buy? We'll find out soon, folks. Not many left to go. So that's pretty much me. If you've liked this, guys, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. If you've not hit that button yet, folks, what are you waiting for? Yes, it's just down here. Doesn't cost you anything. Just a friendly reminder from me to thee, it's completely free, doesn't cost you a penny, and you're helping the channel massively on its way to the magical 4K. Social media platforms, you can still catch us on all of those. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We're still kicking around on Patreon. Loving the Patreon support we're getting in a minute. If you feel like having a good look at the channel, pop over and check out the Patreon page. Any support that comes our way is very much appreciated, and it only goes into buying more whiskey. So that's pretty much me, guys. So not many more left to do in this 25-year-old series. So I'm Alan. As I always say, the pleasure is in the sharing, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.